Okay, to weave in your ends, if I do a dishcloth, or if I'm making, even if I make the hats, you know, I have this center circle here, and I feel more confident if my yarn is going through this circle maybe about twice, so I know that it's not going to unravel very easily. So I've cut enough yarn on this washcloth that will reach down to the middle and go around, and I have plenty to work with. So to weave in my ends, I am going to try to find the spots that is least likely noticeable, and I started on the front, and you should go on the back side of your work to do this. So you can see there, I've just stuck it right through underneath, and I'm going to hide it the best way that I can. And right now I'm going to work my way. I worked 2 chains over. Now I'm going to try to work my way down. Like where I use this multicolored yarn, I try not to, I try to keep the same colors together. Like where I have this blue and this yellow, I don't want to weave the blue in on the yellow because it will stick out. You won't be able to see it. So sometimes I'll have to travel and weave a little further just to get it to match in. But I'm just going to, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You know, you just do it, the more you do it, you'll figure out your own way of how you prefer to weave in the ends. But these little yarn needles, if anybody has a good idea on how to keep track of your yarn needles, these little needles here, please let me know, because I'm always, I'll pull them out as soon as I'm done using it, and I'll pull the thread out, and the next thing I know, it's fell down in the couch, or I thought I had it on my lap and it's gone. I thought I had it laying on the table and I go to get it and it's gone. So anybody with a suggestion on how to keep track of your yarn needles would be fabulous. I actually do keep all of my crochet hooks in this little pencil case that I picked up at Walmart. It's great, you know, it's got a lot of room. Let's see, I've got yarn markers in there, got all different size needles, got elastic, I even have a Sharpie, and I've got my yarn needles here that I got from Walmart, and I try to keep everything in here, you know, but I guess I'm a person to where my mind is easily persuaded on other things. For instance, my husband can ask me to fix him a cup of coffee, and I'll go in the kitchen and realize I need to take out the trash, and I'll take out the trash and completely forget that my main purpose was to get my husband a cup of coffee. So any help on how to keep track of the yarn needles would be a really, you guys would help me out a lot with that. Any suggestion, anything would be great. Okay, let's see, we're getting closer here. Getting closer. Getting closer. As you can see, I mean, that's why I like to work into the back side anyway, because sometimes no matter what you do, it's going to be a little noticeable. And like, see, here is where I've got the little tail here from where I did crochet around this tail to begin with. So I'm actually just going to take and go ahead and cut that off. That way it'll be out of my way as I'm weaving in my other end. Okay. Okay, so now I finally made it to my ring. So I'm going to go through my ring here. Go around through there. Okay, and that means I went around in my ring once. And since I still have enough yarn, I did cut it long enough. Most of the time I only go around the ring maybe, usually at least once. It depends on how much yarn that I cut. So I can, since I have extra on my string here, I might as well go ahead and use it. It's better to have too much than not enough. Okay, and then after you are finished weaving in the end, just cut it off next to the fabric. Make sure you don't cut anything else. And there you go, you're finished.